All right, we're going to talk about how do you put the paint in the pan prior to rolling, and then we'll talk about rolling, but I want to show you the hard way first. First of all, the paint, as you can see, as you pour this out, you don't want to pour it on the front side for a couple reasons. One, you can see the paint starts to drip on the back side, which makes a mess. And once that paint drips down, if you don't do it on the back side, you start to cover up the brand, the type of paint, and more importantly, the mixture of color. You also have to use this brush then to clean up the edge, and you just can't do it in one pass. So I'm going to show you the easy way. Well, I showed you the hard way to put paint in a pan. I'm going to show you the easy way. So if you notice during our introduction, we received this cap, and on the top of the can, there's a small circle. You can actually use this cap to open that. So you want to remove that. Then you're going to take this cap and you're going to replace that, and you're going to turn it until it cures, okay? You kind of want to align this. So I'm going to loosen that up a little bit, and I'll turn it again, tighten it down. And now I've got the pour spout here. Again, I'm not going to do it on the front side because I don't want to cover that in case there is a little bit of spilling. But you'll see that this is going to allow me to pour this paint out in a little bit more controlled way. Go across the pan, pour it out, turn it, and then you can see there's just a little bit of paint that comes out on the cap. It's a lot easier, a lot cleaner. And when you load the roller with paint, an example of not doing it correctly is you see you have an imbalance of paint on the roller. And as much as you try to level it out, it doesn't balance itself. So watch what happens when I don't do it. See that opening right there? You can feel it because the roller is not loaded properly. So let's talk about how do you load a roller. The very first time you do it with the paint in the pan, start in the middle, let it float a little bit above the paint, and pull the paint up towards the top, and then push it down. And you can see the roller starting to get more balanced with the paint. You only have to do this the first couple of times, and then you roll the paint out of the roller. So as you roll it, it's more equal and more balanced. You don't feel that kind of wagon wheel or imbalance as you apply the paint. And you can see with the cutting that we did previously, it's really easy to roll. If you notice down here, the nice straight line of the roller meeting the cutting, you have a little bit of distribution of paint. So take your paintbrush and just kind of fair that out a little bit. It'll soften that joint a little bit, or where the two paints meet, kind of two techniques. Just smooth that out, and then once it's dry, you won't see that line. All right, well, I mentioned the stir stick, the free one you can get. It's great for stirring paint, but what it's also really good for is getting the paint out of the roller. And I'll tell you, the cost of paint, even though I'm going to throw this roller away, I want to get all the paint out of here. And the way you do that is you want to hold the roller, take your stir stick, and you'll be amazed at how much paint gets trapped in the roller. So you just thread it down there, and you can see the paint starting to come out. Just keep doing that until you get most of the paint out of the roller, and I'll show you how much paint actually gets returned to the can for a future job. See, I've got most of the paint out. The paint stir stick is got paint on it. I'm going to now take a paper towel, and I'm going to put this over a garbage can, and I'm going to squeeze this off of here, and I'm going to leave this roller in the garbage. And I'll keep this for future use. The other thing is now I can take my brush that I'd used along with the paint pan that I'm using and brush all of this paint back into the can for our next job. The pan, this temporary pan, you can see it was used actually twice. So I'm going to throw this away knowing that we have a few others that we can use in the future, but for now we'll just discard this along with the stir stick and the roller, and our cleanup is pretty much done. you can see the tape that we put down. If you put it down well, you're going to get a nice clean line there. But the key to removing the tape is, first of all, do it within, say, the first 15 minutes of painting. A little bit of dry paint is okay. Too much dry paint, you may pull it off. The other thing is turn the tape as you pull it away from the wall. You can see the angle there. It helps nice clean edge removal.